everyone, I'm Luisa Napolitano and I work in the structural biology laboratory in Elettra Sincrotrone in Trieste. I come from Montefalcione, a village nearby Avellino in the south of Italy, and I moved to Trieste 12 years ago. After completing my PhD in cellular biology, I decided to change and to move to structural biology. I remember when my boss came and told me, Luisa, now you have to solve the structure of these ion channels in complex with different cation. I got scared and I think that I had a panic attack, and I thought, how can I try to solve this problem? And after spending 2 years in optimizing the protocol for the expression and purification of the ion channels, at the time I was working with SNG channels, which belong to the family of potassium channels, and after also collecting data for an entire night from the crystals that I was able to obtain, I was so proud of myself, and I also was so excited because I had the chance to see with an atomic resolution the structure of the protein I was interested in. Actually, I work on the helicase protein that are involved in different biological mechanisms like transcription and replication, and I'm still interested in solving the structure of the helicase protein in complex with the substrate I'm interested in. Now, if I have to decide or I have to think about a word which can describe better the work that I'm doing, I will say interdisciplinarity, because I'm not only interested in the structure of the helicase, but I would like to know also if they are active. So we are combining biochemistry with cellular biology and with structural biology, and this is perhaps one of the aspects of this work that I like so much, because I have the chance to deal with people who have a different background from mine, and we have the chance to combine different point of view in order to solve the same biological problem. And this is the typical laboratory of molecular biology where I normally spend all my day. So this is my bench with my pipettes that we need if you want to clone the gene of interest in the vector for protein expression and purification. The good task of working in a structural biology laboratory is that, as I told you before, you can use different techniques. So if you want to express your protein both in bacteria and eukarya, you will have the chance to work with this very big incubator, and at the end, working with this machine that are the FLPLC system, so the chromatography system, that will help you to improve the purification of the protein you are interested in. But as you can see in this laboratory, we have different machines. Okay, so this is because you have the chance then, after having your protein, to use different techniques that will help you to try to understand all the characteristics of the protein that you are working with. So we'll help you at the end of the story also to understand which is the better technique that you can decide to have in order to determine the structure of the protein itself. So at the end you will decide if you want to decide to have crystallography, electron microscopy, and SAPS or NMR. You have again the chance to deal with people who have different background and will help you in order to determine the structure of the protein. And working in a synchrotron is the best thing that can happen if you are working in a structural biology laboratory, because you can go on the beeline and speak with the people, try to capture their advice, and then come back in the lab and try to change something regarding the expression of the protein you are interested in. And after spending all my day here, I normally go at home and stay with my family and talk with my son, who is 9 years old, and I'm trying to explain him how exciting it is to do science. So my suggestion is be curious and stay curious, and don't be afraid, and try every time, even if you think that something is too much for you, try, because you never know. It was like me when I started in structural biology. At the beginning I was scared, but at the end of the story I like a lot the structural biology, and I don't think that I will change anymore my field of action.